On this episode, we keep working hard to get the rig ready in order to leave. We experienced some issues with the weather, with a tropical hurricane headed straight for us, and we keep looking for our solar panel that decided to fly off the roof. We're just in recovery mode. What happened, Andy? What happened?
The solar panel blew overboard.
We had a squall, and the solar panel that was sitting here ready for mounting decided that it was going to sit over here. And now we're going fishing.
What are we doing now?
We're gonna go rescue a solar panel from the drink.
In the middle of the alligators?
In the middle of the alligators.
It's 9 o'clock at night. Oh, I didn't think I'd be doing that anytime soon.
Success.
Successful. Water's warm. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it was a comfortable swim.
Nice swim, but it's nicer during the day, but still not ideal. I thought we might come across it straight down the bottom.
Feet would have been a lot nicer than 12, 13. It's too much water. That thing could have hit and just, swam practically. Under the boat, this way, that way.
As the sun rose the next morning, we had one thing on the brain: find this solar panel. We got high on the mast to see if we could spot it, but the water was far too dirty. Time to come up with another strategy.
So the rope's going to go from there.
Yes.
I'm going to swim it over to there. Abel's then going to swim it to there.
Yeah.
So the rope is going to be in a big arc.
Yep.
Right? And then we're going to take it across to the jetty. That's what you've got to do. Once you've paid it all out to us, you take the end around the stays, around the whole arse end across onto the jetty and tie it like that one.
Okay.
Over there. And what we'll do is we'll let it sink to the bottom. We get one at each end, right? And we go like this. We just slowly pull it in and it'll slide across the bottom.
Okay.
And when it hits the panel, it's going to do that.
That's our mission.
Right? It'll go like that, and then we'll go, can you pull it? Nah, can you pull it? And we'll find a shopping trolley, a couple of dead bodies. Yeah, drop.
We used a sinking rope and slowly pulled from each end, trying to snag the solar panel.
So from the cleat to that pole with the red line on it, right? Can you stand on the line, go like that for me?
Down there or up here?
No, where you are there, but eyeball it. Pick the line that I explained to you, the red rope to the cleat. Right, stand smack in the middle of it, put your line across it. Okay, so the panel's there. So, what's that? That's due out from the stay. About 12 feet, 12, 14 feet out.
I don't know if it's that far, but we'll try. Got it! We got it! Oof, we got it! Oh.
You got it?
We got it!
Oh my god.
Oh.
What the hell?
Quick, wait a minute.
I got it. Yeah, let me get out. Hold on.
I got it.
Oh, good.
Have a look.
Buddy.
Oh, not a mark. I couldn't get it off the bottom. It was stuck in the mud. So I put my foot into the mud to get my feet under to lift it, and I went that far into the mud. So I'm like trying to swim out of the mud to try and lift it. Oh, and it was coming slowly.
In order to celebrate finding our solar panel, we invited the boys over to enjoy some local cuisine, also known as Australian Vegemite.
You can still see it. It tastes like a really salty
Really salty.
That tastes like really salty.
Okay, I'll taste it. That's a good portion.
You want more?
Well, that tastes like...
It turns out it's not just our boat that has the issues. One of the local boats in town had an issue with their engine the next morning.
Expiration, it's electrician.
Yes, we're working on it.
As we continue to work out our electrical issues, we revert back to our main problem, which is our GPS that burnt out. It turns out the problem was worse than we thought. We called in the local marine electrician. He helped us rewire some things and get the boat ready for our departure.
So Andy's just taken apart the davit to scrounge some material to lift the roof for a water catchment system. Beautiful.
Corrosion protection.
With the vessel in need of some new lines, we went down to the local marine store. It took quite some time to get the amount of line we needed.
Okay, what's the plan from here?
Well, the plan is to get that somewhere on this boat, on the foredeck. We're still playing around with exactly where. But the reality of it is we've both got stuff back, so none of us are lifting it. So we're going to use the halyard and the rope over there and make the winch do the work.
This is not good news.
As the weather reports came in, the hurricane was inbound. Time to get all the boats ready.
Just doing the old hurricane tie down on all the neighbours' boats. Hopefully we don't get much of a surge, but obviously we've had to tie the chains to the poles so that we can rise. We're expecting about 1 metre of tidal influence. But we've got a different slip, so it's slightly different for us.
With only one engine running, we had to use ropes to turn the boat.
I don't want you to go away. Said I don't want you to go away now. Said I hear when you just can't stay. So won't you come back my way? Say come back my way. And I hear this song and sing along. Cause I'm here to stay. But when those days are long and I
Alright, I've just pulled up. Been out getting some tools, some parts, and trying to get my back fixed. That's another story. And they have turned around in AÑEJO. So currently we've got a tropical storm / hurricane bearing down on a location near us. Still the track map is undecided. And we've gone to all precautions to make sure that our boat stays still. And it looks like they have added an absolute myriad of lines. They've also used our hurricane rope on the Athena next door because that wasn't tied properly. They've been busy. Okay, we've got a couple of stern lines strapped down the roof. And what we've done is they're going to be using these poles. Because it's a floating jetty, they're going to float up and down. Alright, we've got lines everywhere. This is looking really good, guys. A couple more, and we've got more of our hurricane rope on the deck that we're going to use. And my guess is it's going out portside bow out there. And I'm guessing that they've saved that job to me to swim it out there.
Well, good guess, Abel.
We used all available rope on board and even went and purchased some new one in order to create a boundary around AÑEJO. Let's keep her safe. Well, the hurricane missed us and our solar panels are still on the roof, so happy days.
Hopefully on the home stretch, Elaine is back in the bilges, making sure they're alright. Good job!
We are getting there, babe.
Slowly. We have Andy who's taken apart the water maker and stripped it down every little piece, rebuilding it. Who's killing it. Anyone needs their water pump serviced?
Don't call me.
1-800 dial and Andy. And I'm over here adding in a new switch panel for our spreader lights. And Elaine's having a dockside shower.
It's lovely.
This is what's the street name? Dowman. and we finally referred to it as Gun Me Down Street. So, what's the river?
Mississippi?
Mississippi River. Yo, man, look out for the truck, man. How cool is that? There we go, we just increased our fuel holding capacity by 50%.
You.
600, 800, 1,000.
I don't know how much any of those tools were. I have no clue.
10, 20 bucks each.
I'm going 600. I'd say she's pretty loaded.
I'm actually cleaning the bilge pump here. And obviously the pump is not working as a port side either because I just cleaned up the port side yesterday, so it's just one more thing on the top of the list we need to fix before we go. I just make a little spongy so I don't need to get into the wall.
We've had a morning of installing bilge pumps, getting our electrical stuff sorted because a lot of old electrical stuff is broken. It's the old one, that's the new one, and that's why our port engine did not have much water and was running slightly hotter than our starboard, and that is why. This is our backup nav system. We can run it through our TV, phones and iPads. It allows us to track the weather and plot courses. Super handy information to have. Oh,
Yeah,
Houston.
it's very bad.
it's
Oh my god, it's the last thing I need right now.
well, don't worry, I'll do it. All good.
What'd you do that for?
I'm having a meltdown.
A meltdown!
So I decided to go and relax myself.
Ooh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby.
So finally it's time to set sail. With our extra crew on board, we took it in turns with a night shift, having to sleep outside due to the bad weather. We catch a couple of sailfish and finally get boarded by the Coast Guard. Big thanks to all our YouTube subscribers, Instagram followers, and of course our patrons. We cannot thank you enough. If you too would like to support us, head over to patreon.com and search Taking the Chance.